Alright you guys, so I just finished up Costco and I'm just going to show you really quickly what I bought. So, I renewed my card. And then I got some baby wipes, the Costco brand. Ooh. I got my egg whites for like $9 because for like the other ones at Stop and Shop is like $5. Way too expensive. My spinach, because all I have every morning is egg whites and spinach with the everything but the baby seasoning. 93 and 7 ground beef. So I'm mixing between this and the steak, and I just got the ground beef this time just because I had to repay for my membership, which was $60, and usually the steak is $20 and up. And it was really busy, so I doubt I'd find like $20 steak today. It'd probably be like $25. But I got this. They also didn't have a couple of things, so I'm now gonna go to BJ's. Asparagus for Bay. I do eat it too. And then we got my salmon with the pesto batter. Tastes fucking bomb. Alright you guys, I also went to Ulta. Ooh, what's in this bag? Some honey from Starbucks. Alright, let's go. Hello you guys. So now I just went to BJ's. They finally have my stuff. But my blueberries was like $8. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, these are my other sunglasses I was just looking for. Alright, so we got milk. And we got my kiwi too. Finally. This is like literally all I wanted today. And we got my blueberries. Alright, so now I'm gonna go to Starbucks and go get a coffee. And what I do is I always have like a recycle cup because then you save 10 cents. Somebody asked me about using coupons. I don't really use coupons as much anymore. I used to, like way back in the day. But I just don't have time, unfortunately. But cartwheel for Target I do. I scan like every single item in my carriage. But that's a different story. Let's go.
Video though, alright, me and Monica don't laugh anymore. Remember we laughed and we hurt your feelings.
So apparently my friends laugh at my videos. Thanks, friends!
We don't actually, we don't laugh anymore. We used to. You remember when we laughed. We don't laugh anymore.
I'm recording.
What?
So you're in the background saying that you're making fun of my videos. Anyways, out at Starbucks, I'm drinking a black iced coffee grande with sugar-free vanilla, 3 stevia with whip. Until the 22nd, and then I'm taking off all my condiments, any toppings, and going black.
You can't go live on that, right? You have to record it and it'll go.
Alright, so I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you do, you know what's been going on. So, my thumb was infected. It was like worse the other day. So on Friday, I went to urgent care after work. I didn't feel well during work and a lot of things were happening. My limb was hurting. I thought I was getting bruised. Whatever. So I ended up calling urgent care through my PCP, and they like, you sound like you have narcolepsy. It's when like your skin is black and just like you need to go to the ER. I was like, I have a 4-year-old. I can't go to the ER. I'm rude and ignorant like that. Whatever. So I ended up going to the ER. They popped it. There was some antibiotics. So I ended up having a low-grade temp of 99.1. I ended up throwing up. Thankfully, I live like 2-3 minutes from urgent care, so it like wasn't that big of a deal. Ended up going into bed, whatever. All day Saturday, I was in bed all day. Barely drank any water, had some ginger ale, had like the worst migraine, couldn't even lift my head off the pillow. I had to like grab the sheet to like lift myself up. Didn't eat, and if you know me, I'm always eating. And my limb just hurt. It just really hurt to walk. I think I wrote in my Instagram post I couldn't walk, but technically I can walk. It's just really hurtful. So I ended up going to work on Sunday, which was Easter. I knew they were going to be short-staffed, more than usual, and she was like, thank you. She was just trying to get me to have a short shift. I got screwed over by like a third-party company, whatever. So I ended up working 9.5 instead of 10 hours. So Monday I came into work. I was like to my supervisor. We have like a bunch of supervisors, but my particular supervisor I'm assigned to. I was like, hey, by the way, like it's hard for me to work. He's like, yeah, I can see that. I was like, so I'm gonna call my PCP and try to get an appointment for tomorrow, which was Tuesday. He's like, if you need to go like today, whatever, like get that done. I was like, no, it should be no big deal. I called my PCP, spoke to the nurse there, and was like, you sound like you have blood poisoning, you need to get to the ER. I'm like, dude, like you're being dramatic, whatever. Went on a case and I'm going to urgent care. Urgent care was like, hey, I was there for like an hour. Urgent care was like, Mommy. So at urgent care, they were like, it seems like you have a blood clot, but we can't really tell. So we're gonna send you to the ER. I need to do more of an ultrasound and I don't have that. He's like, I'm a general like surgeon, but it honestly feels like I have, you have a blood clot. He's like, if you don't get that done, you're gonna get more of an amputation, depending on what's happening. I was like, what if I decided to be ignorant and just follow through in a few days? He's like, literally, like you have a good like your limb is really short and everything, but it can be up to your hip. He's like, don't ruin it, don't even take the chance. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. We go back to work and be like, my job is probably like 9 miles from the urgent care. I was like, hey, by the way, I gotta go to the ER. My supervisor's like, I knew it. So I ended up at the ER. Thankfully, I work at the ER sometimes, so they actually got me in sooner than later. So I ended up like waiting like about an hour, while some people had to wait 3-4 hours. Oops, whatever. So I did a bunch of tests and everything, did medical, did the ultrasounds and everything, and they're like, you have cellulitis, seems like you have like diverticulitis or whatever, so we're just gonna send you home with some antibiotics. So that was good. Oh, thank you. So then I ended up going to, thank you, baby. So I ended up going to my mom's house for a couple of days, and I am just relaxed on the couch for 2 days. When I got sick, I thought it was because I work 6 days a week, and I work between 8 and like 15-hour shifts. So I kind of thought it was that, like my body's just like, you need to slow down, which I kind of also didn't think it was that situation, because it's usually when I have like a few days off, like then I'll get sick. But this was like, I've been working and everything, and I was like, unless something's like going wrong, like this isn't like me. I thought I had food poisoning, but I was like, I heard food poisoning, it's 10 times worse. Whatever. I will show you how my limb looks, but the whole reason I got on here is because I was gonna make tacos. So I got tortillas. I'm gonna do this in the microwave with like cheese and tomatoes on top, and some salsa for Mexican blends. Some sour cream. Bae doesn't really like sour cream, so I got the small container. Got some salsa. Oh, and because so one of my clients was talking about tacos, so that's why I'm making it. And plus, because I'm not on bikini prep right now, I'm just taking a few days off. So I'll probably have like a week off of prep. And I actually haven't really been eating, so it's not as bad. So I didn't really gain a ton of weight. I'm gonna do like a fajita mix. I got an onion. And then I'm going back on prep. I'm gonna start cooking on Saturday, which is in a couple of days. So I already got my sweet potato. Some taco shells. I'm gonna do the fajita mix with the chicken, so I just thought this would be quicker. With some tomatoes. I wanted 2 tomatoes, but this way was cheaper. Some bell peppers for a stir fry. I got like all 3. Very colorful. And I got some mix. I got 2 of them, one for the chicken, and then I got the meat. So I will show you guys how it looks. Okay, I don't know why it's turning yellow, but whatever. So this is where I hurt myself, and right here is like where the infection is. It's like this big, and they thought it was a blood clot, but it is not. It was just infection. And then he drew this line because he thought it was like literally so red, And he's like, if it goes out of here, then it got worse. But if it stays within this area, then it's fine. So there you go. Alright, so I finished my tacos and they look so bomb. Alright, let's go through this. So this is my tomatoes. This is the ground meat, and I only did a half a packaging between the chicken and the ground meat. This is like a fajita mix. I did 1 red bell pepper, 1 orange bell pepper, and some onions. That's what this like char stuff is. It's like the onions. I only did a little onion. Got the 4 cheese blend. And what I did was, what I was eating is the tortillas with the 4 cheese. And then I put it in the microwave for like about 2 minutes. And then I was eating it with the salsa and some the sour cream. And then we got the shells. So I'm about to do this right now. It's about to go down, down, baby, down, down. Oh, shoot. All right, peace. So I did a little of everything in my bowl, if you guys can tell. So what I did is I did the meat first, and then I did some chicken on both sides. Then I did some sour cream, salsa with the tomatoes, and then some fajita on top. And then I did the shell around it. And then bomb. Man, it's so fucking good. I haven't had taco in like forever. So good. I'm gonna go eat this. Bye.